Hello, my name is Josh Lipton, and this is my quick thoughts. Today I will be discussing Prologis. So Prologis is a REIT, real estate investment trust. It's a type of investment holding that owns and operates property, real estate typically, and that's how they make money, is by operating the property. So I want to discuss this through my framework and how not everything fits into my framework. So Prologis was actually a core part of my holding. I more than doubled my money in this. I bought, I think my average cost basis was around 70, had some dividends, and it's currently up to 144. It's had a very good run in the last month or so. It's up another 14%, and it had a good day today. But after evaluating it, I actually sold out of my position completely. And I want to discuss why that is. And so disclosure, I was a shareholder, but I no longer am, but I still am a huge fan of the company. So let's discuss. So what is Prologis? They own warehouses. So they are part of you can see here, it's a company that invests in logistics facilities. So that's really warehouses. So if you remember my framework, it's product, tailwinds or macro environment, and then valuation. So product. Typically, I like to invest in companies I understand or use. Now, I am not in the logistics, so that is a point against it in some ways, but at the same time, I do deeply understand this industry, because really what warehousing and logistics is about, I don't deeply understand it, but it's about, I understand e-commerce. And e-commerce, a big part of that is the logistics and warehousing. So I previously had a small e-commerce company, so I understand the difficulties of getting product to people and turnaround times. And Prologis, their main value add is, it used to be that a warehouse, they typically delivered products to a big distributing facility, a Walmart or something like that. So you go from a factory to a warehouse to a Walmart. Because of that, you could just account for the lead time. And so warehouses, you want them big and you wanted them in the middle of nowhere, because you're shipping it to a Walmart. And so it doesn't really matter. You just get 2 days lead time. Today, with e-commerce, more and more things are being shipped directly to people and their houses. And when you're not shipping a huge truck to a Walmart, instead you're shipping lots of little trucks all over the city, you need your distribution centers to be much more central. And warehousing is a huge part of the economy that we don't even see and understand. And many people are starting to understand a little more, as there's lately been a supply chain issues with things getting delayed and container ships coming from China and all this stuff. And it really has made people understand the importance of warehousing and logistics, or maybe just distribution better. And I do think these are tailwinds also for Prologis. The fact that there's a growth in e-commerce, which is a huge part of this. That's the main reason I invested. But we'll get to that. So that's the value of Prologis. They own centrally located warehouses. So, in downtown LA, or, in metro centers that are very, and I work in the real estate industry, so they always say, what's the most important thing? Location, location, location. So they have very key location where they're not making lots of new real estate there. It's in farmland. You could maybe build a new distribution center right across the street, but these are densely populated areas. It's hard to compete. So that is a moat. Warren Buffett talks about moats. It's something that's hard for competitors to repeat or to steal from you. So it's a defensible business strategy. So that is a defensible business strategy they have. So that's the product. They offer warehousing, and I understand that due to my experience with e-commerce. So how about tailwinds? So again, this is a huge thing on the back of e-commerce. It's a strategy called the picks and shovels. Now, in the gold rush, people who did the best were ones that struck gold. But most people didn't strike gold. I think it was over 90% of people didn't find gold. Now, 10% people, they lucked out, they made millions. But 90% made almost nothing. But the people